In the mountains of ancient China, a man walks into a market. He buys rice, he buys meat, he pays for a roof over his head, and his wallet is a brick of tea. Not tea in a cup, a solid brick, stamped with patterns, pressed so hard you could break a tooth on it. This was money, food, medicine, and survival, all pressed into one dark, fragrant block. This is the story of tea brick currency, the strangest form of payment ever to cross the Silk Road, and the only currency in history that people genuinely ate when times got hard. China, Tang Dynasty, over 1,000 years ago. The empire needed something to trade with nomads on its borders. The nomads did not want coins. Gold and silver meant nothing to them. But tea? Tea was life. It warmed the body on freezing Mongolian nights. It provided energy. It was medicine. So the Chinese began pressing tea leaves into solid bricks, mixing leaves with rice paste, pressing them in wooden molds, and drying them until they were hard as stone. These bricks were stamped with official government seals. Some even had decorative patterns carved into them. They looked like art, but they functioned like a banknote. A single brick could buy a horse, a stack could buy a house, and broken pieces? They were the small change of the Silk Road. Snap a corner off, hand it over, and you just bought dinner. But here's the part that flips the story on its head. The tea bricks had a value that gold never possessed. They were edible. If you were rich in tea bricks, you were truly rich. Because if famine struck, if armies invaded, if the economy collapsed, you could boil your money and drink it. Try that with a gold coin. This made tea bricks the most honest currency in history. They could not be inflated by kings. They could not be devalued by bad governments. Their worth was intrinsic. A brick of tea was always worth exactly one brick of tea. No more, no less. The Mongol Empire took this system and ran with it. Under Kublai Khan, tea bricks were legal tender across the largest contiguous empire in human history. From China to Persia to the edge of Europe, merchants on the Silk Road carried them alongside silk and spices. A camel could be loaded with tea bricks, and by the end of the journey, those bricks had multiplied in value so much they could buy the camel itself. And the trade was not just east to west. Tibet received tea bricks from China in exchange for war horses. This was the famous Tea Horse Road, a network of treacherous mountain paths where men carried bricks on their backs for thousands of kilometers. The tea traveled up, the horses came down. Empires were built on this exchange, all without a single coin, changing hands. But every strange currency meets a strange end. When the British Empire flooded China with opium in the 19th century, the tea trade collapsed. When paper money became global standard, tea bricks faded into museums. Except for one place, Tibet. Some remote monasteries and villages continued using tea bricks as ceremonial currency well into the 1950s. And even today, you can buy decorative tea bricks online. They sit on shelves. They gather dust. But a small part of them remembers. They remember being worth more than gold. They remember being carried across mountains on the backs of men who believed in them. So the next time you brew a cup of tea, remember, you are holding the ghost of an ancient currency, a currency you could hold, a currency you could trade, a currency you could eat. The rye stone was invisible money. The tea brick was edible money. And next time, we go somewhere even stranger. This is Phantom Atlas. Stories from the maps they never showed you. If you made it this far, you are exactly where you belong. Subscribe. The journey continues.